Okay, so what we want to do is we want to paint these trees. You want to brush the salt off, okay? Because the salt might affect other things. And if you were going to frame your pictures, you wouldn't keep the salt on there. Okay, so brush the salt off. We want to paint these trees so that they look kind of round. And to do that, it's kind of like painting a cylinder in, or drawing a cylinder in drawing class. It's kind of an illusion. We're going to create this illusion that it's round. So I'm putting water just on my tree. Just do one tree at a time. And then you need a warm color and a cool color. And you remember the warm color is kind of by the fire side. And then the cool color, and it should be a warm color that matches your background. So like maybe I'll add a little peachy color in here and make it kind of a peach color. Not too bright necessarily. And then a cool color would be more like the water, grass side, right? And again, I'm going to dull it down a little bit. The cool side should also be a little dark. Okay? So I'm going to take my paint. I put water on my tree. Down the center of the tree, I'm going to pull that warm color. And I'm not going to go super straight because it's going over bumpy bark, right? So I'm going to put the warm color down. I'm pretending like the sun is bursting through on this side. So the sun is hitting this edge. And then it's kind of medium light value, and it's warm as it turns away from the light. And then I'm going to pick up my dark color. And the dark color is not on the edge. It's kind of on the right side of the core if the light is coming this way. Okay, so something like that. And then we're going to do lots of modeling on this. You're going to need a paper towel. I'm just going to put a soft edge on this side. So this edge is supposed to stay light, but it can have a little tint of color on it. You know, sometimes if you wanted to get really fancy, it could even have a little tint of, you know, some of the colors around it. There's a little green. Okay, so we've got a highlight, we have a midtone, we have a dark, we have reflected light. Those are the elements of light. And then I'm going to model this. So I'm going to get my brush wet, wipe it on my paper towel, and do a little thirsty brushing. Especially want the edge to be kind of soft here. So I'm just going to kind of, and this edge right here should be soft because it's a round subject. And I'm just going to model it so it looks kind of round, like it's going around bark. I'm going to keep both, this edge is going to be crisp white. And this edge is going to be light. And then I'm just going to take and mix up a dry, dark color. Pretty dark. While it's still wet, I'm going to put in those dark marks. And if you look at the photographs of the birch trees that are up here, you're going to see that, you know, someone told me once that there's a thunderbird on some of them, so they look kind of like this, and that they're different types of trees. So I would look at a tree and get a suggestion that kind of makes it look like the type of tree that you're looking at. All right? Sometimes they're a little larger as they come down here. I'll do it one more time. I'm going to put water on the tree, the whole tree. Now then I went to mix up my color. So take your time, because right now it's too wet. Remember, it's shiny wet right now. So if I just take a little time here, it won't spread too much. And then I'm going to put my warm color in here. And I'm going to not just go straight down, I'm just going to pretend like I'm going over bumpy bark. And it can change a little bit. It could have a little more warm and yellow in one spot. It could be a little more red in another spot. It's supposed to be a medium light. Then I'm going to take a cool color that is darker, because this is my highlight, this is my midtone, this is my dark. And it goes down on the other side of the warm. Now if the light was coming this way, I would switch them around, right? So I put my dark in. And then I'm going to model it. Okay, get my brush clean, wipe it on a paper towel, and I'm just going to kind of thirsty brush across, making it look round. The other thing is I kind of break up, like I look for areas that are too stripy, and this helps me blend. So this is modeling. This is more of what we're going to do when we do the face. You know, a little more control. The drawers are going to like this type of painting. Now this edge I want really clean. If you make a mistake, I'll show you tomorrow how you can kind of correct your mistakes. Okay? So just let it be. We'll fix it when it's dry. Then I'm going to pick up a dark, and I'm going to put in some dark marks. Sometimes they're on the side. They're irregular. They're not evenly spaced. Okay? And we'll just leave it like that. Let it dry. And then we'll put on the branches and then when it's all done, when it's all dry tomorrow. Okay?